Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. After a meeting on the sidelines of the G7 summit earlier this month, the Italian and Indian Prime Ministers pledged to strengthen cooperation in cyber and digital fields. Overall trade between the two countries exceeded $14 billion in 2023, up from just under $10 billion before the coronavirus pandemic. DD India's Giles Gibson looks at how Italian companies are now trying to grab a slice of India's expanding IT sector.
Just up the coast from the venue of this year's G7 is the headquarters of ex-Privia Group, an Italian IT firm that recently opened an office in Pune in Maharashtra state.
India
is a competitive market and in recent years has been growing, thanks to large contributions from local governments and significant investments being made in the manufacturing and IT sectors. India's ICT sector has seen the biggest expansion in the global market in recent years.
The company has been active in China for more than a decade, but is now focusing its expansion efforts on the Indian market. Accountancy firm KPMG says the country is on the brink of becoming a global digital powerhouse. It's a switch that's also taking place at the top levels of government. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has pulled her country out of China's Belt and Road Initiative after signing a strategic partnership with India last year. Analysts, though, say strengthening ties with India was also a priority for Meloni's predecessor.
I'm referring, for instance, to the Draghi government. And the Draghi government, Mario Draghi was pretty active as well during the G20 meetings in which he was trying to increase the relations with India by having India on board on different issues that are relevant at the international level.
As Rome and New Delhi get closer together, though, the Chinese market remains vital for many Italian exporters. Luxury brands such as Gucci and Prada have taken advantage of rapid growth in China over the last few decades, although the curve is starting to flatten off. Just like the IT sector, the rising demand for luxury goods amongst India's expanding middle class represents a fresh opportunity for Italian brands.
For now, Italian trade policy is really a balancing act. Just after she met with the Indian Prime Minister on the sidelines of the G7 summit, Giorgia Meloni also announced that she'll be travelling to Beijing for an official visit in the coming weeks. Giles Gibson in Rome reporting for DD India.
And the Indian Parliament passed